take a nap during my presentation are going to be those that are paying for college out of pocket. If you're paying for college out of pocket, then please take a nap, but don't snore, because your friends have to hear this. If you're not paying for college out of pocket, and you've heard about something called financial aid, then I need you to, thank you, Maria. Then I need you to sit up straight, face the front, face the screen. I don't need to see your back. You need to see the screen. And we're going to talk about financial aid. How exciting. Who here likes free money? Nobody like free Chick-fil-A? Yeah, free Chick-fil-A, yes, but no free money. Okay, I get it. All right. So, this is not going to be a presentation where I talk about financial aid, probably things you've already heard, probably things you've seen. This is the opportunity where I'm going to tell you how to make sure you do not lose your financial aid. But before we do that, we're going to check on your financial aid status. Earlier this morning, all of you came through the check-in, and we made sure we asked all of you if you were able to access the Wi-Fi and if you were able to access Passport. So this is the time to take out your phones and log in to Passport. What am I clicking on? Everybody logged in? Everybody knows their password super quick and everything to Passport? Okay, so while you log in, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about financial aid. How many of us have heard my friend's getting a lot of financial aid? Right? No, he might be the favorite because he's the one getting a lot of financial aid, or she's the one getting financial aid. That's not true. Financial aid is a package. It's a lot of different types of aid put together for our students. There is something called grants. Does anybody know if we have to pay back grants? No? They're free? Actually, yes, they're free. But if you do something you're not supposed to, there is an option where you may have to pay back a grant. Okay? And we're going to talk about what that not supposed to is right now, okay? What about scholarships? Anybody know what scholarships are? Are they free? They're free money? Do you have to pay back scholarships? No? What does a scholarship cost you? Can anybody tell me? What does a scholarship cost you? No? Time and effort. How many of you love to write essays? Okay, a few. How many of you would love to write an essay if you get $10,000 paid for it? Even then, some of you didn't raise your hand. Scholarships cost you nothing but your time and effort. They are free, you do not have to pay them back, and they are based on your merit achievements, on your academic achievements. Work study. Can anyone tell me what work study is? No idea? An orientation leader sitting at your table? Yes? They are work study. They work and they study. No kidding, right? While you're a student on campus, you can work and earn money to pay off whatever you need related to your education. And last but not least, loans. Do we have to pay back loans? Yes. Do we want a loan? Why not? Because you have to pay it back, of course. And half of the time you have to pay back a little bit of interest on it, right? There's nothing to worry about though. Laredo College has not offered loans for a very long time because you should have enough money with your grants, your scholarship, and your work study to pay for all of your tuition. Questions with the types of financial aid? So whenever your friend comes and says, I'm getting a lot of money, now you know that it could be a combination of all different types of financial aid. Questions up to now? No? Everybody logged into Passport? Raise up your hand if you have not logged into Passport because you don't remember your password or you're having trouble. IT is sitting back there and they can help you reset that password right now. It's in your best interest because we're going to look at your file. Okay? If you need help with IT, you can make your way to the table and log in with them while we continue. Now, let's say we have all of this financial aid. Do you get it just because you came to orientation? You have a lot of money in your pocket already, almost, ready to go in your pocket, but do you get it just because? No. There are certain things you have to complete. And that is called a financial aid folder. You can have a lot of money offered to you, but if you have a missing document in your financial aid folder, we will not pay out that money to you. Not because we want to, Laredo College, but because the federal government does not let us pay out that money without a complete financial aid folder. One example of a missing document in your financial aid folder is your final high school transcript. If you send us a transcript from high school in November, December, January, February, even in May, it may not have been the final one. Your final ones were not ready until after June 15th. That means you have to go back into Parchment and send us your updated final high school transcript. If that is missing, we will not put out your financial aid. It's required by the federal government. Questions? Questions so far? We're still good? Okay. Okay. So, you applied for financial aid. You already know what types of financial aid we have. And you know that you have to have a complete folder. What happens next? First, let's look at your financial aid package. Everybody will have a different situation in your financial aid folder. All of you are logged into Passport already, right? You're going to see my screenshots in the computer view, like in a desktop view, and you're going to see it a little bit different on your phone, but it's exactly the same thing. So, first step, click on Open Student Dashboard. Find Student Self-Service and click on Open Student Dashboard. You found it? On your home page, you click Open Student Dashboard, okay? And it's going to be a menu that looks like this. Yes? Don't click on anything yet. I'm going to talk a little bit about this menu. This menu that you see up here has a lot of things. This menu up here has all of your student records. All of it. This morning, I helped some of you when we were screening you, and we made sure your email was correct, your phone number was correct, your address was correct, your emergency contact information was correct. All of that you can update at any time in this menu. If tomorrow you have to go change your cell phone number for whatever reason, you go into personal information and you update your phone number. Yes? If you ever have to see your grades, how many of us are waiting for our grades anxiously? Under academic records, you'll be able to see your class schedule and your grades. How many of us know what major we are in? We applied with one, but is it the same one we're following? You can see it on your academic records. For those of you that are asleep, this is a side note for you because you're paying out of pocket, remember? There's a link that says pay my bill. If you ever have to pay for your school out of pocket, under pay my bill is where you will make that payment. Yes? Questions so far with the menu? All right, now let's click financial aid. When you are in the financial aid page, some of you may have the option to drop down and select an aid year. Some of you may not. Can someone tell me when the financial aid year starts? Anybody? No, we don't know? I mean, it says right there, the financial aid year starts in the fall. What's the fall? When does the fall semester start? August. That is correct. The fall semester starts in August. The spring semester starts in January. That's correct. And the summer starts in June. That is correct. The financial aid year starts with the fall, continues in the spring, and finishes in the summer. With a show of hands, how many of you are taking summer classes that started yesterday? Some of you? Okay, great. That means that if you're paying with financial aid, you had to have done a financial aid application from the academic year 24-25, right? Because summer belongs to the year we're finishing. And if you're starting in the fall of 2025, you're continuing to what? Spring of? What's after fall 25? Spring 2026. New Year's. Yes? And summer 2026 are all part of the same financial aid year. Guess what? The application, the financial aid application, the FAFSA, for the academic year 2026 to 2027 will open this October. Okay? Every year you have to reapply for financial aid. Every year. In October, we are going to open the 2026-2027 application for next year.
Thank you.
Yes? Now, come on. I don't even know what I'm doing next week. Right? Man, that's in 2027. But the earlier you apply for financial aid, the higher the chances of building a good financial aid package. Financial aid is awarded on a first come, first served basis. Okay? Institutional financial aid. Questions with that? No? How many of us are ready for 2027? Not yet, right? All right. So you picked your academic year. If you're starting in the fall, you have to pick which year? 25, 26. Yes? Did everybody pick 25, 26? Yes? Now, you see this little eye over here? I don't have a pointer, but I have a shadow. Right here. This one. You see? This is for fall. The bottom one is for spring. There's a little arrow over here that expands that. Expand it for fall. If you are already registered for fall, you will see how much your semester costs. Yes? The first line that says total term charges right there is how much your semester truly costs. Doesn't mean you have to pay for it yet. It just means that's how much your semester costs. And that's how much your semester is valued at. The second line, total term payments. That indicates how much payment out of pocket, cash payments, you have made. If you have a 0, it means you haven't done any payments. Right? Again, it doesn't mean you have to yet. The third line says authorized financial aid. Yes? Everybody seeing that? If you have a 0, it means you may not yet see your financial aid as authorized because you may be pending a document, or we wanted to make sure you were coming to orientation before we authorized your financial aid. Okay? Last but not least, you have a black bolded line that says fall 2025 balance. Yes? That balance is your cost minus your payment minus your authorized financial aid equals your balance. If you have a negative balance, because your financial aid is already authorized, that means you're going to get a refund. That money is going to be refunded to you so that you save it for your summer classes, or you spend it on a new calculator, on a new laptop, on whatever it is you need to make sure you succeed in your education. If it's negative, if it's positive, remember that financial aid may not be authorized yet. If it's positive, that is the amount you may have to pay. Okay? Now, before we start worrying about anything, you see the red circle right there? The student requirements? Yes? This student on the screen has no pending documents. But remember I talked about a financial aid folder? And if you're pending documents, this is where you're going to see them. So look at your folder, look at your information, scroll down, and check to see if you have pending financial aid requirements. You're scrolling down and you're seeing pending financial aid documents. If it has like a yellow warning light or like a little yellow warning sign, it means you're pending something. Some of you, the majority of you, may be pending the rights and responsibilities document. If you're pending the rights and responsibilities document, you can click on it, fill it out, and finish it. That's it. Easy peasy. Yes? Hands? Questions? Okay. Yep. If you have the yellow warning looking sign, it means you're pending something. If you have green check marks, it means it's complete and it's done. Yes? So what we are looking for are all green check marks. Yes? Questions? Anybody having trouble? Questions? Everybody's looking for green check marks. Find it? Down here? Those are the ones. Okay. Good. So I'm being told that some of you are filling out the student rights and responsibilities, and then it says you're all cut off, but it's still in yellow. Takes about 24 hours to reflect into green, okay? So complete it, wait, and then check again on Monday to see if it's clear, okay? Green check marks means you're good. Yes? All right, now, I'm gonna talk you through this next part, because I forgot to put that screenshot up there, okay? This next part is gonna show you where your financial aid has been offered to you. How much? Where's the money? Yes? It is the second tab next to home. You see the tabs on the top? I think they're on the top on your phone. Right here, that's home. And then that's offer, right? If you go to offer, you will see how much money has been offered to you. So, when the money is offered, then we check if your financial aid folder is complete, and then you will see it on authorized aid. Yes? In that order. So we're good with the offer? Everybody on the offer tab? The offer tab is first going to show you your cost of attendance. That tells you how much college actually costs. But if you scroll down, you're going to find grants and scholarships to pay for college. For some of you, the first one you're going to see is Pell Grant. And that tells you how much money you're getting for Pell Grant. Yes?
This one is for you. I have one here. Oh, you have one? Yeah, take it. Oh, okay. Thanks. I'll pick. You want the bag or you can put it down? Thanks, Fred. Or do you by your chance, August?
Questions?
No.
Comments? Raise your hand.
Go down to
Nancy.
the let me know if you can go to your place. Instead, it would be a shorter walk.
That'll work. Thanks for it.
So actually, good comment here. I got a question that said, I came to complete my verification documents yesterday or 2 days ago, and it's still not green. Timeout. Verification is actually reviewed by a human being, okay, for all of you. So give it about a week or two to go green, okay? Once you're under cost of attendance, you scroll down. If you have been offered financial aid, it would be under grants and scholarships. That's a great question. Good questions over here. The question is, you are seeing a full amount of Pell Grant. That's like all the money you can get, like the full amount, right? Doesn't mean you're gonna get everything in one payment. No, okay? So, you see the full Pell Grant amount, and then it is broken down into 2 different semesters. The fall and the spring, okay? So in the fall, you're gonna get one amount, and in the spring, you're gonna get another amount. Yes? Are we good up to there? Now, here's the catch. Here's the catch. Remember that we started by saying Pell Grant was free, but we had to make sure you did something in return? So, the amount you are seeing on your screens is the full Pell Grant amount you can receive if and only if you enroll full time every semester. Yes? Full-time enrollment every semester will give you that amount of Pell Grant. Yes? Questions? I hear some conversations, which is a good thing. I hope we're talking about financial aid though. Yes? Now, we're clear? We're good? Everybody got access to your financial aid package? You know how to check it yourself? You're not going to be calling my office to ask me how to log in? You got it? Okay, good. I'd love to see that. Yes? All right. Let's move to the second part of this presentation. We're almost done, I promise. You already saw, all of you already saw how much money you could possibly get, right? Why did I say possibly? Because we have to make sure you're enrolled full-time. We have to make sure you're not pending any financial aid documents, right? And we have to make sure that you meet certain conditions to receive financial aid year after year. The federal government says it's free, right? As long as you are doing your part. Can anybody tell me what you're supposed to do? What's your part. Keep up with the grades is definitely one of them. That's one out of 3 conditions. We're going to discuss them in a minute. Yes? There is something called satisfactory academic progress, or SAP for short. If you are still in your financial aid portal, there's a tab, you know how you saw home, offer, there's one that says SAP. Satisfactory academic progress is a federal regulation that says that a student receiving financial aid, commonly known as the Pell Grant, must maintain good SAP standing. You must meet all 3 conditions of SAP to continue receiving financial aid. So what are the 3 conditions of SAP? Grades is totally one of them. You must maintain a 2.0 GPA at all times to be in good SAP standing. Yes? You must also complete 67% of the classes you attempt to be in good standing. Now, who here is a math major? Maybe a business major. Nobody? Maybe? All right. Let's do an example for the 67% because I want you to see how easy, if you are not careful, how easy it is to lose your financial aid. It is very easy to lose it. So, let's do the math. If you are registered for 4 classes in the fall, 4 classes, right? Each class is worth 25%, right? 4 quarters in a dollar. 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%, right? Let's say you start the semester, but you, for whatever reason, have been up all night playing games, gaming, and are not doing too great in your 8 o'clock class, right? And you decide to drop your class. We're gonna drop 1. What percentage am I in? You're dropping 25%. Now you're at 75%. But guess what? Out of these 4 classes, 2 are in the first 8 weeks and 2 are in the second 8 weeks. Yes? And you drop 1 from the first 8 weeks. We're already at 75%, right? Then, we come to the end of the first 8 weeks, and guess what? For whatever reason, I know it's not going to happen to anybody here, but you failed that 1 class you kept.
Okay. Yeah.
You dropped 1 and you failed 1. What percentage are we? 50. 50%. What does the federal government tell me I need to have? 67%. Now, by dropping 1 and failing another one, you're no longer in compliance. Guess what? Your financial aid? Not my fault. I'm telling you now. It's on you. So, be very mindful how much classes you drop or you fail. You have to meet all of the requirements. Now, how many of you are thinking, no, pues, instead of 4, en lugar de 4, me registro 2? What could go wrong, right? 2 courses. To begin with, that is not full-time. You're going to get half of the award you saw. Secondly, how much is each class worth if you only have 2? 50% each. So what happens if you fail 1 or if you drop 1? You already dropped 50% of your enrollment. Do you meet requirements? Questions? Questions on PACE. It is called PACE. You must always keep at least, bare minimum, 67% of PACE. Yes? Now, last requirement, maximum time frame. How many of you have loved LC so much that you want to be here for the next 10 years getting free financial aid? I love it. Nobody, great. It doesn't work that way. There is a maximum number of years you can get financial aid for. I'm not going to tell you the years. What I am going to tell you is the percentage of financial aid you can get. Does anybody know how many semester credit hours an associate's degree is? Close. 60 hours. Okay? Does everybody know why this is new student orientation and sometimes we refer it as freshman orientation? A freshman student usually has between 0 and 30 semester credit hours. Yes? A sophomore has between 30 and 60. A junior has between 60 and 90. And a college senior has between 90 and 120. Okay? An associate's degree is 60 credit hours. The maximum financial aid we can give you if you are following an associate's degree is the 60 semester credit hours plus half the 60. What's half the 60? 30. What's 60 plus 30? Not that hard. 60 plus 30? 90. 90 semester credit hours. That's the maximum number of hours financial aid will pay you. Now, why is she even talking about this? I'm only going to be here 2 years for the associate's degree and then transfer, go to a bachelor's, start working, whatever it is that I'm doing. Well, I'll tell you what. LC offers something different called certificates. Welding, HVAC, a certificate, a shorter certificate term. Yes? Those are just a couple of examples. Those certificates are only 30 semester credit hours sometimes. So, first, as an associate, you could have gotten financial aid for 90 hours. But now, you changed your major into a certificate, and you will only get financial aid for how many hours? 30 plus half of 30 is 45. So, let me give you that example very clear because I see it all the time. You started an associate's degree, yes? And you have taken 42 semester credit hours already because you've done great your first year and you went into your third semester doing great. So you completed 42. But then you said, you know what? I'm going to change. I'm going to change out of an associate's degree and go to a certificate. Guess what? Just because you change, it does not reset your hours. You are stuck with those 42 semester credit hours that you have. And how many hours do you have left? 42 plus 3 equals 45. So, word of advice, be very careful when you change your major. If you are changing from an associate's to a certificate, okay? If you are switching from an associate's to a bachelor's, that's great, because that's more hours. But if you're switching from an associate's to a certificate that is less hours, that's where you have to be careful. Especially if you have already completed a lot of semester credit hours. Questions with that? GPA, pace, and maximum time frame. Yes? Everybody got that? Because I really hope I never have to see any of you again at the Office of Financial Aid because you fell into suspension. That's where I don't want to see you, in suspension. Okay? Questions? No? Okay. Now, what happens is it's your first semester, right? We don't know how things are going. And you fell into below a 2-point GPA. Puts you, if you met everything, you're in the green. Right? Good standing. If you fell below the 2.0, you're in financial aid SAP. Warning. What does that tell me? That tells you, let's pretend, because you already told me I'm not going to see any of you in suspension. But let's pretend, in the fall, you fell below the 2.0 GPA or below the 67%. In the spring, you're in financially warning. We are still going to give you your money in the spring, but we're giving you a chance in the spring to bring your GPA or PACE up, back to good standing. Now, what happens if you're a warning in the spring and you still didn't get the 2.0? What happens then? Very easy. You go into suspension. You did not meet the SAP again. You go into suspension. No more financial aid. You pay out of pocket that semester, and you use that semester to come back to good standing. Yes? So it's not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikes, and then, no. First strike, in warning. Second strike, in suspension. Yes? Now, if you fall into suspension, for whatever reason, if there was a family emergency or something that happened extreme that you fell into suspension, you can appeal the suspension. It does not guarantee an approval of the appeal, but you are in your right to appeal the suspension. But you have to explain in a lot of detail and support documentation of why you fell into financial aid suspension. Questions? No? All right. Again, we talked about the 3 reasons: GPA, pace, and maximum time frame, okay? Now, what's one more thing we talked about that is free, but it's only gonna take up your time and effort? Scholarships. Scholarship opportunities at Laredo College are all in one place. It is in the Palomino Scholar Dollars website, and all of you have access to it already. In your passport, when you logged into your passport, at the beginning, we clicked Student Dashboard. But if you scroll down, there's something called Student Links, and you will see the title Palomino Scholar Dollars. Palomino Scholar Dollars is a system that puts together all of the scholarship opportunities for you. Here's the fun part. How many of us love to sit and go through 100 applications to see if I qualify? I'm gonna go through my mail. I'm gonna go through 180 applications, right? Then it's super easy. You have to answer at least 10 to 15 questions in your Palomino Scholar Dollars, and they're very easy questions. They're not hard questions, I promise. Okay? When you answer the questions, the system, the software, automatically matches you. Where's my pointer? It automatically matches you to the number of scholarship applications you are eligible for. This student here could apply to 128 scholarships and possibly get $145,520. Yes? Questions with the Palomino Scholar Dollars? If you find yourself with nothing to do for the rest of the summer, please log into the Palomino Scholar Dollars and look at the scholarship opportunities available. Can anyone tell me what's the number one reason students don't get scholarships? That is exactly correct, because they don't apply. Because really, who has time to write an essay in the summer? But if that essay is going to give you $10,000 free dollars, you better make some time. Here's the deal with the scholarships. They all have a different deadline. Tomorrow is the guaranteed deadline for the fall semester. If you apply to scholarships by tomorrow and you are eligible and qualified, we guarantee you the money will be in your student account before the first class day. Yes? If you apply after tomorrow, then I cannot guarantee you will get it before the first class day. You may get it after, which means if you have to make a payment, you're going to have to pay out of pocket and then wait for the scholarship to reimburse you. Yes? Questions with scholarships? What are we doing tonight? Applying for scholarships. Yes? All right. Good job. Questions? Any questions? No questions? Look at you. Nobody's going to be in financial aid suspension from this group, right? Nobody. All right. So, with this being said, I I'm serious when I tell you, I really don't want to see you in the financial aid office because you're in suspension. But if you want to come visit us, you can. Okay? If you're pending a document, and now you know how to check on that document, and you've already submitted, and it's been a week or two, come visit us. Come check on your status. Do not wait until the first class day to get things done. Okay? Perfect. Questions so far? No? Do not wait. All right. So if you don't have any questions for me, I have questions for you. And I also have free t-shirts. Yes? Don't be so excited for a free t-shirt. I know we're tired. If you were taking a nap, you can wake up now. Because I'm going to ask you, can anyone tell me the different types of financial aid? Raise up your hand. All right, let's see. Yell them out because I can't hear. Grants, scholarships, work study, and loans. That is correct. Good job. Then there you go. Yes? All right. Second question. It has nothing to do with financial aid, but I talked about it. Where can I check what major I currently have in my record? Huh? Over there. Under academic records in your student records. Good job. Free t-shirt right there. All right. I need somebody to tell me what are the 3 federal requirements you have to keep up with to maintain your financial aid eligibility. Your GPA, the full-time is part of the requirement, but not one of the 3. PACE, passing your classes, that's right. And your maximum hours, your maximum number of semester credit hours you can take. Yes? Good job. Share your t-shirt. Awesome. Now, next question. It's a super easy one, especially if you like baseball. How many strikes do you get before you fall into financial aid suspension? Right here. 1 strike and you fall into warning. The second one, you go into suspension. Correct. 2 strikes before you're in suspension. Yes? 2 strikes. Nobody's going to have any here, but just in case, 2 strikes. Okay? I didn't say this, but let me see if anybody can guess the answer. How many times can you appeal for financial aid suspension? How many times can you appeal for financial aid suspension? Once. That is correct. Once. So don't blow your appeal early on. Okay? I'm going to move away. Look at you. Good throw. Okay. Are we done? One more? We've got one more shirt? Jets? Oh my goodness. Okay. What else? What would be a good question? I have a question here. When you are looking at your fall 2025 balance, if it is blank, you gotta fill in the blank, it means you're going to get a refund. Well, hold on, you already got one. Over there, back there. Negative. If your financial aid balance for fall 2025, if your fall 2025 account balance is negative, you are going to get a refund. That is correct. Good job. All right, what other question? Did we make it? Okay, good. Last question. Last question.
There's two more shirts.
Two more shirts, okay. Last question, it has two answers. Can anyone tell me where to find the Office of Financial Aid? OLs, you don't count. You're supposed to. Over there, back there? Lerma Peña building? What office? There's no financial aid building. There's a Lerma Peña building. Okay, I don't even know the office number, so we'll just say first floor. Okay? Lerma Peña building, first floor, behind the horse. Yes? All right. Second answer, because there's two financial aid offices. She gets a shirt, and then let's see who gets the second location right. Somebody have raised their hand over here. Second location of the financial aid office. That's in the Lerma Peña building. That's the same answer. I'll help you. It's at the South Campus. Somebody kind of said it over here. No? No? I get to take a shirt back? Okay. So what? The Billy Hall building. That is correct. The Billy Hall building, second floor. You have the financial aid office there. Okay? Questions? Any last minute questions that you may have regarding financial aid? No? All right. Thank you, everyone. Keep enjoying your day. You're going to go have fun at the rec center in a little bit, but Mariana will tell you what's next. Yes?